What is your story like? How did you get to this point where you are today?
Well, I lost my mom when I was in GS2. Then I lost my dad also when I was in SS2. And up until that point, my elder brother was the one taking care of the family, taking care of me as well, because at the time I wasn't earning. So towards the end of my secondary education, I got a job at Yaba. I wanted to like do POS. The man said, just come and do POS for me. So I started doing that and I learned how to operate the machine. I think I was 18 at the time and I said, you know what, I'm going to start my own. So I started a business, POS business to be exact at that point. And it was going well up until when I got scammed, unfortunately. So I had to just let that go. But then I had to eat now. So I started working for a cleaning agency. So I used to work in a certain company. Certain because at the time I didn't know it was a tech company. So when I noticed the environment was friendly enough for me to come in with a laptop, I requested for my elder brother's laptop. I said, please can I borrow this? At the time I had started watching tutorials on HTML. So I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just putting shapes together, whatever made sense. So they told me about semicolon. It was the first time I heard about semicolon.
So you literally came from Abia State to Lagos for this particular program?
Of course.
So how did you find out about semicolon?
Okay, I got to know about semicolon through my friend. Yeah, who was also in the same cohort with me by name DK.
What was it like being a mom and then combining it with the strict timetable of semicolon? How was that like?
I think it is one of the craziest things I've ever attempted, especially because I needed a whole lot of flexibility. However, it was almost backbreaking because I found out really early and pretty early that everybody has a kind of advantage. Looking back at the program, I think that's alone stretched me because there were times where I had to do some mommy duties while others were getting ahead in the game.
You know, you had like a prior knowledge about front end, for example. Now, like, when you joined the program, how did you imagine that the program was going to be like?
Well, in my head, I just believe these people will just teach me code and I'll go. But that was not what I saw. I think the first month, exactly 1 month, we were doing design thinking and critical thinking. We did a lot of things that I didn't think they were very interested in self-growth. The people that you want to give this code to, how are they seeing themselves? How do they think? So it was a lot of mindset shifting going on there.
I didn't have so much of an imagination. I was just told it was going to be a fun program. I was going to have a lot of fun and I was going to learn new things, and I think that's actually piqued my interest because I love to learn new things. However, what came afterwards was I'm still recuperating from it. It was a blockbuster. I was mega stoned.
Was there like one particular time when you had to do like this particular task or this particular step that it was conflicting with
a whole lot? Not one particular, many things. And you see how I stressed the many. There were many times, many things. Visiting days, PTA meetings, sick exits, calls. At some point I actually wished I had the time my classmates had, because I think that's one goal they had failed to look out for. So most times when they're talking about things and they're saying they wish they had some of the things I have, I look back and I tell them, but you two also have a lot of advantage. I wish I had the time without anybody disturbing me for one thing or the other.
From the story now, we know that you didn't actually go to uni. And so how was the program like for you? Not even, some people actually went to uni, and then for some people it was easier, for some people it was harder, and some people actually would drop from your cohort. So like, how was it like for you?
At first, when we started, it was a little bit hard because I felt like, can I do this thing? Because most of the people here already finished from the university, and we are like, I think like 4 that have not been to the university before. Yeah, I think 4 or 3. I was like, can I do these things? Because I remembered doing the design thinking class. That was one of the most easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
The first time Java was introduced, it was looking fun. So it was looking like it was going to be easy. But the first hello word, we all did it. And I went home. It was like weekend, and I practiced. And on Monday, like that same hello word you did on Friday, do it. And I could not remember a single line of code to write. I cried though. Like it was like my efforts were in vain, and that really like, because other people were submitting. So why can't I remember what I did? That really made me to put more effort.
What was it like returning back to like a learning environment after like a very long time?
So for me, learning never stopped. However, nothing prepared me for any of this. I came and I saw a whole buffet. You want to read? Welcome. You want to practice? Welcome. You want to think? Oh, God bless you. Welcome. It was just a whole lot. And it was not a situation whereby you do a particular thing at some point. You know, back then in university, you do a lot of coursework, then you're allowed to go back and practice. No, say no more. You're practicing and doing at the same time, in real time, as in every single day.
What was it like adding the priest as like the class representative of your class? What was it like adding like leadership responsibility on top of your software engineering journey?
Exactly. Very hard, because I have to out of the time I'm using to learn, I have to like split it out and try to meet with my other members. Some of them that have an issue, explain things to them.
So would you say that has made you like better?
Yeah, actually, it's made me better because I have to explain what I understand. It's not like the one I just read the textbook and everything. I just go and I knew it. But when I explain it to them, they try to relate to what I explain. And most times, whenever we're having Chibi's of class, they will just raise what I told them. They said that Toby said this to Chibuzo, and it'll be like, Toby, are you sure that the one that said this? So yeah, it kind of give me a confirmation that I know what I'm doing at those times.
Judging from the fact that you didn't have like the total support from your family when you started, like how was survival like, and like what was the role of the community in helping you out in these trying times?
Well, for starters, within my cohort, there was this unity, maybe Ubuntu, as we all call it here. I got a scholarship that helped me with my stay at Semicolon. I got stipends monthly, and also part of that money was put into my loan as well, so to start payment on my loan. So that was like one of the huge support systems for me while I was a native.
You are someone that had to halt your business. Like, why did you feel like you need to do that, coupled with the fact that you had a lot of responsibilities just to do this program? So how was that like?
So there were many times I nearly went back during this program. Many times. I think one of the frustrating times were when I needed to buy something for myself. It wasn't possible this time. It was the stretchiest moment of my life.
Serving and doing semicolon, it wasn't that a big deal because my CDS was not even fast. There was this peace at the back of my mind because I knew the struggle I had after university, that I wasn't able to get something tangible. But like I was serving, and I was so sure that after serving, like I have something I want to go for. Like there's a purpose I'm pursuing. Like I'm not just going back home thinking of what to do, thinking of maybe starting a business. You understand? Exactly. So like I was so confident. Like I was so confident that I'm going to stay back in Lagos.
Then, like after all the things that you have, all this problem that you have, all the sacrifices that you did, did you see that it was worth it?
Absolutely.
It was, and I say it was worth it because before now I did not think I had a career. I wanted to have a career, but I did not know what to do. So tech has given me a career. Now I look at myself and I say, okay, in the next 2 or 3 years, what am I doing with myself? This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm visualizing myself. So yeah, it was worth it.
Definitely. So it's really, really worth it. The Henley Business School was like shifting your mindset from here to here. So probably I had that mindset of I don't want to venture into business. Business is stressful, because I always had that thing of my grandma, like growing up, like that was the kind of business we were always talking about. But with the Henley Business School, I got to realize it was more than that.
Hi, my name is Alfred Arua.
My name is Onyechukwu Ejiofo.
My name is Etim Precious, the priestess of Cohort 18.
I'm Oluwatobiloba Oju, priest of Cohort 18.
My name is Kudus Adishima, aka the People's Priest.
My name is Delighted Adewi. I'm a member of Cohort 18 Xplorers.
The Xplorers.
Chapter.